Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the best day trading, investing, money management channel on YouTube. I am your host Carter, and we have a very special episode today. So if you guys are new to the channel, I would highly recommend going down and smashing that like button. If you don't smash it, then subscribe. But in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the number one tool for day trading stocks. Now, this tool is going to be a free tool. Now, we made a video in the past explaining why Trade Ideas is one of the best tools that a day trader can have. But what if you are on a budget? And a lot of us, especially starting out, you're on a budget and you don't know where to start, where to begin, and you have the TD Ameritrade or the Thinkorswim platform, and you just kind of want some sort of guidance. So we're going to be talking about my number one tool. Now, if that's say you already know how to use the scanning feature, so you know how to find stocks, but you're a little undecisive, yeah, that's the word, on when to enter the stock and when to exit the stock. So we're going to be talking about that in this video. So the number one tool that I can highly recommend is these moving average lines. Now, these moving average lines are very simple to understand. Now, I have 4 of them on my charts. Now, you guys can have more or less. Now, the reason why I have 4 is very simple. I like to have a good overall direction of each moving average line. So each one of these moving average lines act as some sort of support or resistance lines. Now, when the stock's above it, like here, it's going to use it as support. That's why we get this bounce rate here. Now, when it's below it, like here, that's when it uses it as resistance until we get a little bit of a breakout, and then it falls back down. Resistance, breakout, support, and everything like that. So these are very important. So what are moving average lines? Now, whatever setting you guys have them at is pretty much, it determines how strong that support line is. So the 200 moving average line, or this yellow line right here, you can see it here and you can see it here. Now, these act as the past 200 days closing prices merged together to create this line. Now, this line, like I said, acts as support or resistance lines. Now, this next one right here, this little faint yellow one, is the 90. Then we have the 20. And then we have the 9. You can barely see the 9, but it's there. It's this kind of purplish color one right there. So now the reason why I have all these up here is very simple. You know, I like to have 4 because I feel like it's a good overall number, and you don't have too many of them where you get too confused, and you don't have too less or too small, you don't have enough of them where you miss opportunity. Now, one of the things that I love about moving average lines is they tell you the trend almost instantly. Looking at this stock without even looking at this, I can tell we're in a downward trend market. Now, when it comes in contact with the 540 mark, resistance here at 261, resistance, and all the way through here. So I know that this stock, just by looking at this feature, is going to have a hard time making huge moves. But looking at it, since it is a very low and very small cap stock, I can kind of get an overall feel. Okay, this stock could have some room to go from about $1 all the way to $2.60. So there's room to make some money on this, and that's how fast you can literally look at a stock and determine how well it's going to perform for that day. So let's just do a couple more here. Let's do a BCDA here. This stock is at 6.30 here. But all right, so this stock, just by looking at it here, we're in an upward trend market. The stock is above all of the moving average lines for the most part. Now, when it comes in contact with the very first 90 moving average line, it looks like it's using it as support. So take a mental note. So for the next time it comes in contact with, you can be a long biased trader and set your stops right below it. So if the stock turns south, you can get out with a very small loss and the reward is very strong. So looking here, comes in contact with the 90. I don't know what that was, but all right, so it comes in contact with the 90 here, and then we get some sort of push up. Boom. Almost comes in contact right here. It does push up until we get this breakthrough. This breakout is a support breakout. This is one of the best times to go short on a stock, is when we get this breakdown. So now this stock is going to sell off, and I can almost guarantee if we draw some trend lines, let's just draw a couple. Oops, clicked the wrong one. I can almost guarantee if we draw a trend line for today and tomorrow, we're going to get this, a downward trend going into after hours. So these moving average lines are very important for day traders. Now, a lot of them use it with the VWAP and everything like that. But if I was a new trader, I would definitely have these moving average lines up, just because you can tell how strong a stock is. You can get an overall direction of the stock, and they are used as support and resistance lines because hundreds, or if not millions, of people look at these tools to determine price action and when to buy and when to exit the stock. So the best time to buy is very simple. It's when the stock hits one of these moving average lines. Best time to sell is on the first pullback. So we buy here. First pullback is right here. Boom. We're up 20 cents. Enter here. Boom. Exit first pullback. Boom, right here. Up, how much is that? 30 cents. So we're making these small scalps, but over the course of a long term, or over the course of a day, these add up very, very fast. Let me tell you that. And the risk is very simple. You set your stops right below it, so you're not out a lot of money, and you're pretty much ready for, you're ready for the day always. Now, another tool that I use, and I think everybody should, is this down here. This is the volume tab. So as you guys can see, when volume leaves the market, what tends to happen? We get some sort of sell-off. When it enters the market, what tends to happen? We get buying pressure. Volume is key. And as day traders, it's our job to find stocks that have volume. That is our only mission for the day. Only mission. That's why we like to use scanners like Trade Ideas. All of that information will be down below so you guys can get massive discounts and everything like that. But I think it's something to at least check out and at least to put up on your charts. If you guys don't have volume, I can guarantee you won't be successful. And this is just my personal opinion. I think it's a fantastic tool. It's free, and all of your charts have it. No matter what broker you have, will have this. I can guarantee you. So let's just do one last thing of how to pull them up on the Thinkorswim platform before I forget. Now, super simple. We go to studies. We just click it. It takes a minute to load. Then we go to edit studies. Boom. This pops up. Now you guys can see all of them up. So we're just going to add one more just so you guys can see. So all you type in MOV. Give it a minute because my computer is slow. All right. So now you guys can look. Right here's the exponential. Double click that. Boom, boom, boom. Comes down here. Now, how to change the really the settings for it is all you gotta do is just click this gear. Once you click this gear, we'll have this box pop up. And then this is the length. So if that's, say you want to set a 200 moving average line, you change it from a 9. Whoops. You change it from a 9. For some reason, guys, I don't know if you guys have this too. But there you go. We change it from a 9 to a 200. And then let's say you want to change the color. We're going to do, let's do white. Okay. Okay, then click apply. Well, since the other one's in front of it, okay, you guys can kind of see it now. So you guys can see how it's white, and it's kind of like a yellowish white because the yellow is in front of it. Now, if you guys want to change that for this one, it's the exact same thing, studies and everything like that. but we're going to get rid of this one because we use the yellow here. So, that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, drop a subscribe down below. We're almost at, 1,500, I think is our next goal. Actually, we're 10xing it. Our next goal is 10,000 subscribers. We're going to get there by the end of the year. And, if you guys don't subscribe, you guys are missing out on free material. So, and free education. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, drop a subscribe down below. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Take care.